to this Monday edition of Game On. Through the first 41 minutes, you know two things. I have no chill this Monday, and I have zero focus this Monday, because we have been all over the place. Thus, I feel very fortunate that we have a guest that is going to make me focus in on one thing this Monday edition of Game On. And what a guest she is. Piedmont women's basketball coach Jamie Purdy joining us via the Howard Brothers Sports Line here on Game On 1240 ESPN Radio. 14 points the Piedmont women beat Maryville by this past weekend to earn the USA South Tournament crown. Coach, what a moment for you. What a moment for your program. First and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
What was the ending of the game like? A 14-point lead, so obviously, you know with some time left that you're about to be crowned champions. So when did you let kind of that first smile slip through on your face?
When the horn went off. No lead is good enough for me. I'm always wanting to play until the buzzer sounds. We tell the players, every single possession is important. The game is 0-0 at all times. So we really didn't let up until the very end, and then it felt good. It was a great moment. I'm excited for the players. They earned it, and I'm proud of them.
Coach, when we talk about seasons and as a whole, the totality of a season, there are some that you can point to within certain programs, some specific seasons, and say that's the mark of good coaching. And I feel as though that's what this season was for you all, because coming in, there were a lot more questions than there were answers where your program was concerned. Now, you had the talent to get those questions answered, as it were, but you had a lot of question marks coming in. And for this team to win a conference tournament, says a lot about what you're doing with Piedmont. Take us through the season and this team's progression.
Honestly, it has nothing to do with me. It's all about the players. They put in countless hours, as does everyone else, I know, just in practice. And we were faced with adversity just along the way, and I just kept challenging them to be able to overcome those obstacles. And I try to use life lessons, throughout the way of, what are you going to do when the doctor comes in and says, this is wrong with you or that's wrong with you? Are you going to lay down and just let it take over, or are you going to get up and fight? And I know that's kind of extreme, but, in sports has a lot to do with just life lessons. And, get in a game and you shoot 11% in the first quarter, how are you going to respond? Are you just going to lay down and quit, or are you going to fight those next three quarters? And, we've had a lot of games like that where things just weren't going our way. And sometimes we shut down, and sometimes we came together as a team. And all 17 of those girls that finished out the second half of the semester really fought hard every single day and have challenged each other in practice and just have gotten better and better throughout the season.
I love what you just said there, Coach Purdy, because I think that there is, such a tendency sometimes to go, well, the ball's not just falling today; it's just not our day, right? And roll over, as it were. And clearly, your girls not wanting to do that at all this season. We're talking with Jamie Purdy, Piedmont women's basketball coach. Her team won a USA South Conference tournament title this past weekend, beating Maryville on their home court, 58-44. We got a special guest on with us, Coach, that wants to ask you a question. JP from Habersham, what you got to ask Coach Purdy? JP, he's listening on the radio. Ask your question, man.
Hey, I'm curious, Jamie. How did you attack the home record like you did this year with a 13-0 record, really protecting the Caves? I thought that was very impressive.
Well, I didn't do anything. I think the girls just stayed motivated. We shot well on our home court, and to the point where we actually practiced in our other gym several times before we went on the road, just to try and give a different look and to get a different feel. But the girls really played well on our court and just had a whole new confidence about them every time we stepped in the cave.
I got to tell you, there's a lot of love for the Piedmont Athletics program within the Piedmont Athletics program. That was actually their new golf coach that just gave us a call to ask Jamie Purdy a question. Yeah, listen, I've got to tell you though, we kind of conspired to make that happen. So I hope that you'll just keep the trouble though to him. I just won't, let's just keep it to him. But apparently, JP and Coach Purdy share a wall, so that's good stuff there. We absolutely love it, Coach. Obviously you all have got to stay pretty locked in. You got the NCAA tournament coming up, but what is this kind of waiting period like? What is the mode like for you all as you both celebrate a championship, but also look to make some noise in what's to come?
Well, yesterday we had the day off, so I hope the girls were able to rest up some. We'll meet together today at 2:30 to find out where we're going to be headed for the NCAA tournament, and then we'll get to work afterwards. I think for the next couple of days we'll probably try and get a lot of shots up. I know one of the players came in earlier. She still felt a little beat up and tired, so we'll take the day easy, but then we'll just get prepared for whoever we're going to be in the NCAA.
I know you're not big on talking about players individually, but tournament MVP was Carly Shields. Her tournament fantastic, and obviously a catalyst towards getting you all the championship. We talked about your team's progression, but this young lady's progression, really playing her best when it comes tournament time.
Defensively, Carly is really, that's her specialty. I need her on the court for defense. She's a good leader. She leads by example, but she's also the vocal leader that this team needs. And when she's on the floor, you can tell that she is leading and directing her teammates, and that was key for us. Did she get to the hole and score baskets? Absolutely. I know in the game before, she missed some easy shots and seemed kind of defeated, but I am extremely proud of her for bouncing back and just taking care of business against Maryville.
You think about a couple of adjectives to describe this year's team now in the wake of a championship. What are those?
Oh gosh, the girls, they're, to get us to this point, there has to be a level of commitment, focus, drive, determination. They wanted that ring. They've been hounding me all year long. If we win, are you going to get us the ring? If we win, are you going to get us the ring? I said, let's just get there. Let's get there. But they've just been really focused and driven and have worked hard and just had this compassion for the game like no other. They've been wanting this from day one, and so they saw it through, and I'm just proud of them for that.
Are you going to get them a ring?
We're going to work on it.
Okay.
We might have to raise a little money, but we're going to work on it.
Well, let me tell you what, I don't have a whole lot of pull, but any way we can be of help, please let us know. And fundraising efforts, whatever it is you guys need. If y'all want to have if y'all need an MC for an event, let us know. Anything we can do to help raise some funds to get those girls rings, because I absolutely love that idea. Coach, we've talked about it so much. Anytime you've been on the show, what a young group this is. Just how excited are you for what the future holds? I mean, you've got this youthful group winning titles already, and they're going to be back next year. That's pretty exciting stuff.
Oh, it is. I tell you, I just told a couple of parents that the freshman group that we have, really everybody, our sophomores, junior class, but our freshmen that have really stayed bought in to this season. We have 17 on the roster, so clearly at practice, we're able to have 3 groups of 5, and there's, a group of freshmen that just stick together, pretty much every day, going through drills and stuff, and the way that they have improved, it's been a drastic change, and so they're good, and they're going to be really good. Just give them another, year. I see playing time for them next year, but just, their junior, senior season, I think they're going to be tough to beat.
I think Piedmont's going to be tough to beat for quite some time, and you're not going to give yourself credit, so leave that up to me. What an incredible job you did this year specifically. I look at coaching as a whole, and I think when you've got all the talent in the world, and you've had that the last couple of years, you've got all the talent in the world, the ability to not screw it up, to me, is the mark of a good coach. So you could kind of X those boxes out. But then this year, again, so many questions, not a lot of answers, and you just won a tournament title. That's pretty awesome, Coach. That's pretty awesome. And I think, again, it's just such a great indication of your ability on the floor with these young ladies. And I hope that they know that too. So here's the deal. You all will find out tomorrow about the NCAA tournament. Is that what you said?
We find out today at 2:30.
Today at 2:30. Fantastic stuff. Folks, we'll let you know tomorrow what's happening with the Piedmont women. Super stoked for your program. Super stoked for you. And yeah, just really proud and thankful that you all are nearby so that we get to witness the greatness that is the USA South Conference Tournament champions. So thanks so much for taking some time out today, Coach. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.